Good everyone, my name is Graphics. If you look at the right hand side of the screen, you see a question there that is together with a figure. And the question says that figure shows details of a drilling jig. In first or third angle projection, draw the full size, the following views of the drilling jig when all three parts are assembled together. A. A front view in the direction of arrow a plan, and the better end view, which is the end elevation. Show all hidden details, right? Now, I have made work easier for every one of us here by showing you the assembled drawing of those three parts, which is this, right? This is it here. So we want to draw this in either first angle or in third angle projection. Nobody is asking you to do this. I just do that for the benefit of knowledge and to enhance your word understanding. So this is what they are told to draw. We've assembled the three parts. This is the part my arrow is pointing on the screen, right? This is the other part my arrow is pointing on the screen, and the other one on top here is the other part my arrow is pointing on the screen. Is that taken now? So we are going to what? Assemble this part. So I'll be drawing them here, while I will take the other one and place it under here so we can be refined to it. Is that okay now? So the first thing you do when you hear the word orthographic projection, right, first angle or in third angle, is for you to draw your horizontal line in this manner. You can see that. After you've done that, you draw also your vertical line too in this manner. Can you see that? And they are meeting at this point here. Right? Now you measure 5 mm in both sides, just like we've been doing every now and then. You can just take your compass and you measure 5 mm from 0 to 5, right? And you mark from here 5 up, 5 down, 5 to the left, and what? 5 to the right. Then I'm going to take them, draw lines across those points. From this point here, I will draw a line across that point. From this point here, I'll also draw a line across this point. Then from here, I'll do the same thing here too. And from here, I'll do the same thing here too. You can see that. Let me just extend this a little bit here. Out there. So the question says we should look from this direction here. Arrow what? Arrow A pointing here. That is what we're told. Looking from here. So looking from here, you'll be seeing all this, right? So the first thing you do is that the entire length given is given to what? You can see from the question the entire length, meaning from this point, right, to this point, from the beginning to the ending, will be what? 190. So I'm going to measure 190. From 0 to 19 is 190. Altogether, from 0 to 19 is 190, and I'll just mark it. So I will thicken it because it's thickened. So I'm going to thicken it from 0 to 19 is 190. I'll thicken it and I'll stop there. Then at the end here, I'll take it up, paint line. I'll come to this ends already there. And the height from here to here, from your question, is given to be what? 15, right? So I'm going to measure 15 upward from that line here. So from 0 to 15. 0 to what? 15. And I'll also thicken it. Right? I'll just draw my line from this point straight to that point. Now you'll be surprised I'm drawing a straight line looking at a curve perpendicularly from the side here. You'll be seeing this curve as what? As a straight line. That's why I'm drawing straight line at the end. Now from here to this circle, you can see from the diagram, it's given to be what? It's given to be 20, right? It's given to be 20. So I'll do at both sides. The center of that circle from 0 to the center of that circle is 20, and the circle diameter is given to be what? 10. So I'll measure 5 up and what? 5 down. So I'm going to draw my hidden line because the circle is going through that figure. So I'll draw long this way, hidden line. Then I'll come here to draw hidden line. Then this here should be the center line. Long one, short, long, short, long, short, long. You can see that? So that's the center of the circle. Now again, I'll do the same thing here too. From here also, I'll measure 20 from 0 to 20. Then the diameter is what? 10, 5, 5 in the two places. And I'm going to draw the line. You can see where my arrow is pointing. It says two holes, diameter 10. So this is what they're talking about. Center line and hidden line. All together. Now aside that, we have drawn these two circles with the hole. Then the next thing is the end here, right? From here to that end is given to be what? 50, where my arrow is pointing. So there's an end there, so I'm going to measure 50 from the center of this point. You can see from your diagram, from 0 here to 50, from 0 to 50, right? Then I'll bring it down a little bit. Then what I did is, I told you from the center here to this point here is what? Is 50. That is from here to here is 50, right? Then I'll measure from here to here. I told you earlier where my arrow is pointing. When you look at this figure from your diagram, from here to here is 5, right? So I'm going to measure 5 down, 5 millimeter down, 0 to 5, right? I'll measure 5, then I'll take it in again this way. Now you can see that from your diagram again, the two ends here you can see from this figure there, given to be what? It's given to be 10, right? So that is from that point to this point, it's same as this point to this point, which is here. So I'm measuring 10. So 0 to what? To 10. So I can easily thicken it here this way. Also, I can thicken here too this way. Then here this way, right? Now from this end point here, from this end here to this end here from our diagram is given to be what? 50. So I'll just draw, after measuring the thickness here, 5, from 0 to 5. You can see that. Then I'll now draw a straight line this way. Paint line first. Not after I have thickened these two here, this way. So I'll measure 50 from here, because from here to here you can see in the diagram is 10. From here to here is 30, then another 10, making 50. So I'll measure 50. From that diagram my arrow is pointing 50. From 0 to 5 is 50. And I will take it up this way. Paint line first, which I'll measure 5. The same level as this here. Alright. So I'm going to thicken it. I'll also thicken from here to here. Then I'll now measure the same distance from here to here, which is here to here, 10, 0 to 10. which I am going to what ticking. So I'm going to take it upward, right? Then I'm going to draw them straight down to meet this here. Before that, I'll take them up this way, faint line. I'll take it up this way, faint line. I'm drawing that figure my arrow is pointing. Then I'll close here up, close here up. And the distance from the base here to the top here is going to be what? That will be 50. Are we good? So I'll measure 50 from the base here. From 0, I'm going to measure 50. And I'll just draw a line this way. Now, from here to here in my diagram, which is from here to here, check diagram very well. That's given to what? Um, um, 5, right, in both sides. So I'll measure 5 in both sides. From 0 to 5, right, from another 0 here to 5. I'm ticking it, then I'll ticking it. You can see that. Then I'll use my 45-degree. You can see that the angle from here to here is 90. So I'll just come here and I'll draw 90 this way. Then from here, draw another line to meet it up this way and this way. You can see that. Now aside that, I'll bring all this down from here coming up, from here coming up. You can see that. And that's not the end. From this center here of the circle, right, to the other end there is given to be what? 50. So look at the center here of this here. From this point here, the center of this, I'm going to measure 50. From 0 to 5 is 50. That's the end, this end here. That means from this center here, here to this end here is 50. So I'm going to measure 50 up. Paint line. Then the thickness you can see is 18. So I'll measure 18 in. 0 to what? 18 to 18 here. And I'll also take that in. How good? And the from here to here is also thickened. How good? Then here a radius of 5. So we are going to use a fillet here. Just measure 5. From here to here we need is 5. Alright. Now come here. I'll mark 5. 5. Come to this point. Strike 5 here. Come to this point. Strike another 5. So where they meet, I'm going to draw my fillet. You can see that. That is where I'll now take this and draw my arc this way, my line this way. Then this I can easily just see if I can thicken it with my hand. Yes. So the height from this base here up to this point is 75. Is 75. So from 0, I'm going to measure 75 as you can see. From 0 to 75. Then the next after 75 we have 20 again. So from 0, from that 75 is another 20. As you can see, there's another what? On that 0 again, there's another what? 20. So I'll just come here. From the 20 point, I'll draw a line this way. And from the 75 point, I will draw a line but starting from here this way. You can see that. So I can easily thicken from here to this point. Then from here, there's a fillet here. So I'll come here, I'll do the same thing, the same millimeter, the same distance 5. I'll come to this point. I'll mark 5, 5. Come here also 5. here, 5. So where they meet, I'll draw my fillet. You can see that. I can easily just use my hand and just make it more good. So I can from here take a line from this point straight up. Then from here, the other fillet here. So I'll do the same thing here. On this point, I have 5. So I'll mark 5. I'll come here to 5. Then here to 5. They are meeting here, so I'll just join these two together. You can see that. So meaning that from here, this is going to this point. You can see that. Now that's not the end. We know that from this point, we'll measure 50, as you can see, to where the center of the circle is. So I'll measure 50 to that center, from 0 to 50, right? Then from that point 50, we have the outer circle here. You can see from this figure here, outer circle is given to be what? Diameter of what? 50. So from that 50, I'll measure 25 to the right and 25 to the left. You can see that. So I'll just take it up a little bit, and I'll take it up a little bit. Remember, this should be a center line, a long one, short, long, short, long, short, long. Since this thing is there, the circle is there. Then the thickness from here to here, you can see from the figure, that is 8. So I'm going to measure 8 from this point. From 0, I'll measure 8. Somewhere around here. All together. And I'll close it up this way. You'll be seeing it as a straight line. You'll be seeing what? It as a straight line, not when you see in the curve from this side, see it as a straight line. So I'll close it up. And I'll close it up. Right? Now the inner one, this one you see here, is gain diameter 10. So I'll measure 5, 5 to both sides. From 0 here, I'll measure 5 to the left, and I'll measure 5 to the right. Then I'm going to draw my hidden line. So before that, hidden line is coming down. Another hidden line is coming down to go through, because that is a drill. Right? I have a reason why I'm leaving this. Now the next one is the other one that is inside. I didn't draw here because of I don't want the joint to look very rough. And that's giving us diameter of what? 32, as you can see. Right? So I'm going to place it here and measure 32. From 0, I'll measure 16 to the left and 16 to the right. Then I'll bring it down where my arrow is pointing from here, hidden line. Right? Just let me bring it down a little bit. Then from here, hidden line. Let me bring it out a little bit. Now, what do you notice? The height of that part from where my arrow is pointing from here downward is given to be what? That is 25. So I'm going to measure 25 from here, from this point here. This is 25 here. So this is why I left that space. So I'm going to close it up here. Can you see that? Then here too, I'll just close it up because it's coming out. Is that taken? Now from this center, I'll measure 40 because from this center, the radius of this from here is 40. Is that taken? Because from here to here is 80, automatically from here is what? 40. So I'll measure 40 from that center. So 0 to 4 is 40. So that is where the figure will end. Now let's draw my line down, taking it this way. Then the other ones, I'll draw it from here, which I'll tick in. Let me just show you, which I'm going to tick in from here. Can you see that? Then this one too, I'll tick in from here. Right? Now, what else again are we supposed to do? So we have done that. So successfully brought out that shape, right? The elevation, looking at it from this side. Now, the next thing that we'll be drawing will be what? The plan. So what I would advise you is draw a vertical line down. That is the center of that figure here. Anyhow you want to do it, just draw it down this way first. Then the entire length, let me make you understand one thing. From here to here, from the figure, as you can see, is 80. But from here to here in the figure is 90. I want to get that now. So instead of me using 80, I'm going to use my total height there to be what? 90. So I'm going to measure 90, 0 to 9. That is 90. Then half of 90 is 45. So I'll just join from this point to this point. Then I'll join from this point, draw straight down. Then just close it up. You can see that. So I marked the center here, 45, which is what we have here. So look at what I want to do here now. Now, first of all, I need the arc here. You see the arc from here to here is 40. So I'll just from here measure from this point to this point, which is 40. Then I'll mark here. Then I'll come here. I'll draw an arc. I'll draw an arc. I'll come here to do the same thing from this point. I'll mark 40. I'll place it here. I'll draw another arc. You're wondering what am I doing? Then I'll show you what exactly I am doing. So from here, this will be meeting this at this point. I just want to meet it here, faint line. Then this is meeting this at this point. So this is what I'm actually focusing on. This point for the circle, this point, and this point. We are not done. Now aside that, right? Aside that, remember we said 45, 45 from here to here. So what I'll just simply do here is this. I'll draw out this guy out here. This figure, let me start with this. Faint line. Use this to connect the other aspect. Another faint line. Alright. So this is where this will be. Can you see that? And this is where this will be. Can you see that? And this will be coming straight down this way. Let me use faint line first. Then this also, let me use faint line too. You can see that. Now, what we'll do is I can now easily draw this and connect it together with this. So this will just come here and touch here. This will come here to touch here. Here also, the same thing is happening here. Same thing is happening here. Right? From here, this will touch here. And this is coming down here to touch here. Then I can easily ticken this out, so let me do that. You can see what I've done. So that's not the end. Now looking at it from here, this line here, if I bring it out, that is not even the end here. We'll see proceed. Now we have this. Looking from the top, you see it's more like a curve also. You see that it is curved. So I'm looking at it from the plan. So if I should just, this is what we have here, right? So I'll do the same thing, measure the same 40 that we did earlier. From here to here is 40, right? So I'll come from here to this point to what? 40. So I'll just come to this point, and I'm going to have this. Is that taking? I will have this. You see what I'm trying to do here. So it's meaning that um here, let me taking it out. Looking from the top. That's what we have there. So it's connecting to this end here, and also connecting to this end here. Right? So meaning that this line you're seeing here will be what? Hidden. Why this other part here? I'll just bring it down straight. The same line you see, which is this back line here. I'll bring it down straight. Can you see that? But the rest here will be what? Hidden, because the figure will be blocking this line. So let me clean it off. Now look at what I'm trying to say. This figure you see here, this line here you see is this line, and this top figure here, which is this here, is blocking it. So it means that it will be what? Hidden line from here. So I'll be doing my hidden line there. Right, this side also hidden line too, but from here to here to be seen. Then the rest will be what? Hidden line. And the rest will be what? Seen here. You can see that. Now this one also, the thickness here, bring it down. Here will be seen, but the rest will be what? Hidden line. The rest will be seen. Then this, we see it also as hidden line. So I'll just do that. And this, you see it here, then the rest will be what? Hidden line. Right? The what else again? This guy here, you see it as hidden line because you won't see it at all. You know the guy I'm talking about? This guy. It is blocking it, so you will not see that guy. Then what else again do we have there? Now, the circle, this particular circle we have here, I will just get the center line, long, short, long, short, long. Right here also do the same thing too, long, short, long, short, long. Then this side too, this line, center line, long, short, long, short, long, 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 short, long, short, long. Right? That is where I'll use this radius of this to draw out my circle. I'll come here too, I'll do the same thing. So I'll taking them out. You can see that? So we've done that aspect. Now the other thing we need to do is this guy here, you see? Cannot do this leaf from the front here. So I'll use a hidden line here too. You can see it on the top, so this part here will be hidden line too. So everything from the beginning will be hidden line. Here also, everything from the beginning here will be hidden line. Now, the next thing is we've done that, so I can easily taking here up. Now we still have this here. So you see the outside one from the top, looking at it from the top. So I'll just take the radius instead of stretching myself, come here, place at the center here, then I'll draw a circle which I'm going to take in. There's a circle, so let me thicken it out. You can see that. You can see it boldly. And the inner one to this other circle in here, from here to here, you see it too. I'll just put it here. The drill, which you can see from here, right? So I'll come here, I'll do the same thing. Sorry. So I'll thicken it out too. You can see that. Now there's one in that we will not see, and that is the inner one here. We will not see it because it's buried inside. So I'll just place it here and I'll draw a hidden line. So let me just make it out. You can see that. And I can just use my center line there, so we'll see that there's a circular figure that is there. Long, short, long, short, long, short, long. And we'll have the other one there too. Right? So that is what we have. Now the next thing we'll do will be the end elevation. Looking at it from this side, what are we going to see? So what you just do, simply do here, is by drawing your 45 degree from this point here, this way. Then you project the ends. So I can start from this end. Let me start with this end this way. And also this end is already there, which is this end. Then I'll project them up. So if I should project this up, I'll have this. Right? And if I should close it up here, just draw your line this way from the highest point. I'll have this. Can you see that? So this is where it ends, and this is where it ends. Then we'll start from here and here. So let's start from the thickness. We have a thickness, you see, looking at it from here, you see this fully. So I'll just close here up. But the thickness of this is this, right? So if I should project this one up, let me just put it here so you see. If I should project this up this way to touch here, and I come here to project this one too to touch here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. And I will just take it up from this end. Take it up. So this is where I'm stopping. I'll take in here this way. Then from this end, take it up. So this is where I'll stop. I'm taking it up here. That is where I am going to what? I'm going to thicken this way. That's the first one. Now the next one is this itself, this one outside itself. So I'll just project this way, and I'll close it up using the same length to meet up with this and this. And I'll just take it up from this point to stop here, and from this point to stop here. Can you see that? Then I'll close it up too, from here straight down here. Then this, you see, it will be hidden line because you cannot see it easily, so it will just be hidden line. So if you have been finding this video helpful, please don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe to the channel, right? And if you feel like you want to join my membership, you can click on the join membership. You see on your screen here. And also if you want to gift or whatever you feel like doing, you can also do it through one of those icons you see on your bar there. So like, share and subscribe. So proceed. Now the next thing that we're doing here is still that guy going up, this same guy. From here to be hidden, because looking in from the front here, you can't see the back line here. You cannot see the back line here. This back line is this back line here. So I'll be using hidden line from inside here. Then the rest will be what? Thick line to stop here. I'll do the same thing here too. Hidden line from the inside here. Then thick line to stop here. You can see that. Then I can close it up, right? Looking from this side, you also see hidden line, these two line here. You see this hidden, and here, here. Then this also, and here. Then here, you can see what I'm doing, and we'll just close it up. So this is going up, this is coming down, then this is closed, and this is going up, this is coming down, and this is closed. You can see what I'm doing. So we move forward. Now this is closed too, and closed. Be careful, this is just what we have here. It's not coming down here. This is, so that's what we have there, right? We have this. So we're not done. Now this particular guy here, you'll be seeing it as a straight line this way, which I'll thicken, stop here. Then this other guy here, you also see it as a straight line too, which I'm going to close up. You can see that. Then this line is for this one here. So let me just go with the center line. The center line. And this is what we have here. That is center line, long, short, long, short, long. So there's the center line there. So this is what I'm focusing on here. So I'll just simply take my measurements here, and I'll come to this point. The outer one from here to here is from here to here and here. So I'll just close it up. Now the other one is, can come from here to the 32 here. I'll come here too. I'll mark left and right. So I'll draw my hidden line from that point. It's coming out. Then here too. It's coming out. Right. Then I'll close it up here. Can you see that? Then aside that, the inner one, which is this, from here to here, the drill. I'll just come here. I'll mark and mark. So this is the drill and the drill. Can you see that? Then what else again do we have? We have virtually drawn everything that we have here. Is that taken? So this is what we have successfully come out with, and this is what you are told to do. This is the front elevation, right? And before I proceed, if you want to watch how to construct this in isometric, you can also click on this link at the top right corner of the screen, right? So this is the front elevation, the plan, and the end view. And this is the isometric projection. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share the video. Thanks for watching.